Welcome back. One news piece that we're going to focus on now is what's happening in the auto space. Eicher Motors has seen another resignation. In fact, this time the CFO of Eicher Motors has resigned. And this comes on the back of multiple resignations that the company has seen over the past one and a half years, especially at Royal Enfield. There was a mass exodus in August of 2021 after Vinod Dasari stepped down as the CEO of Royal Enfield. Post that, Lalit Malik, Shubhranshu Singh, Vimal Sumbli all retired back-to-back, or rather resigned back-to-back. And now you have the CFO, Kaleeswaran Arunachalam, also resigning. What does this mean for the company in general? The stock in any case has been hitting new highs. Jay Kale, Senior Vice President Research at Elara Capital, joins in now. Jay, good morning. The stock is not reflecting any kind of nervousness or pressure, right? I mean, the business is doing well. Royal Enfield sales are growing. Supply side issues have eased. But would you still be concerned about these mass resignations that have happened?
Yeah, good morning, Sonia. There have been quite a few resignations in the past couple of years. It does kind of, to a certain extent, shake the morale of the internal employees as well, given that you do have new heads coming every now and then. But I think in such a large organization, they would be having systems in place for the transition to happen smoothly. Definitely, we wouldn't have liked the transition to happen much more smoothly than what we've seen in the last couple of years. I think it will take some time to kind of for the overall management and the employee strength to kind of strengthen, because we need continuity in the business. Having said that, they have been pretty consistent on the new model launches, so that has not suffered. But we remain skeptical on the volume growth trajectory despite the new launches, given the intra-company cannibalization that we've seen for their historical launches.
And there are so many new launches happening in this space, right, in the two-wheeler space right now. So competition is also heating up. What do you do with the stock price now? It's hit a fresh 52-week high. It's had a great run. Would you be cautious at these levels, or if someone holds it, would you consider adding on?
Yeah, definitely we remain cautious on the stock. We have seen, in the last couple of years, there has been a slew of launches, say the Meteor, the Classic 350. However, despite those launches and initial response being very strong for those launches as well, the company hasn't been able to maintain the strong volume numbers on the wholesales and the retail side. Somehow the strong order book has not been able to translate into commensurate retails and wholesales. In the last 4 months, we've also seen production constraints easing out, and to that extent, now you need to have wholesales picking up substantially with the new Hunter being launched. The new Hunter, we will be watchful of the demand. Initial trends suggest that demand has been encouraging, but that was the case in the historical launches like Classic 350 and Hunter and Meteor as well. How that translates into wholesales and retails in the coming months will need to be watched. The valuations are quite expensive, and given the delivery in the last 1 or 2 years on the volume side, we remain cautious on the stock, and in fact, we have a sell rating on the stock.
I have a sell rating on the stock. Coming back to the resignations then, Jay, what does this mean for the way forward as far as, the management is concerned? Because there is one argument that until Siddharth Lal is at the helm, one doesn't really need to worry because people come and people go, but the main ethos, the brand value, etc. remains intact. Would you believe in that, or do you think that because of these mass resignations, it could also affect the working of the company over the next couple of weeks and months?
No, it will definitely have some impact on the working of the company, but I don't see that as a very big, impediment, because eventually it's a brand in the consumer's mind which is well established. In terms of people do come and go, yes, that is one argument. One would have liked for the continuity of the management to remain, but given Siddharth Lal is there, I think he's at the helm. BGR is also at the helm, who's been there for quite some time in the company. The other, we recently had Yadvindra Guleria from HMSI also joining in over there. So they are replacing the exits with some decent names from the industry. It will take time for the new names to kind of adjust to the company's working. But one needs to really watch on the brand pickup of the new launches. That will be a key monitorable. I think these are minor glitches in the interim. which needs to be monitored.
Okay, so minor glitches in the interim. For now, the stock market doesn't seem to be too perturbed. The stock has been hitting new highs. So as they say, perhaps people come and people go. The business is doing fine. In fact, demand is picking up quite a bit, and it's reflected on the stock. But this is still a concern that there are multiple exits in Eicher Motors. Let's do one thing. Let's thank Jay Kale for joining in and take a quick break. On the other side, our special segment, It's the Economy. Lata will connect with Nathan Sheets, the Global Chief Economist, Citi, and Aditya Bhav,